Good evening. I wanted to talk about SSRIs, antidepressants. SSRIs stands for selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, and I I have experience with that, and this stuff is really bad. This is not good. First off, serotonin isn't even the feel-good chemical in the brain. That's dopamine. So you would need an SDRI, SDRI, a selective dopamine reuptake inhibitor, which do exist. They were used in the 1960s. One of them, for example, would be bupropion or Wellbutrin, and SSRIs. That's what I was talking about in my video about psychology and psychiatry. That SSRIs are they just don't work. If you are in a bad situation, for example, you are in Auschwitz and in an extermination camp, and you are not depressed, something is very wrong with your psyche. You should be depressed. It's a depressing environment. And taking SSRIs, if you are in Auschwitz, doesn't make a difference at all, because your whole body knows that there's something wrong. There's something bad going on. And SSRIs, they found it out in studies with fiddler crabs that if you have a fiddler crab with a small arm, because they are doing this all day long, and they get these huge arms, and the bigger the arm, the more attractive the fiddler crab is. And because these crabs have the same nervous system as a human being, you can give them SSRIs, and they will suddenly, even when he has a small arm, suddenly he becomes the alpha male. So serotonin only regulates behavior in a group, and not it's not a feel-good chemical. It just regulates behavior in a group. So SSRIs are a scam. They are a scam, and I've gotten prescribed at the same time 3 different SSRIs. One was bupropion, one was sertraline, and one was what was the other one? Aripiprazole, Abilify, as it's also called. And these medications, first off, they don't lift your mood in any way, shape or form. They do not lift your mood at all. So they really don't have an effect on your emotions. And yeah, so SSRIs are a complete scam, and I would never again ask a doctor for an antidepressant, because if you and I've taken these three medications for a long time, and they never helped me in any way, shape, or form. And I w- uh, quit cold turkey, all three of them. And for 1 month, I thought I was going insane with pain. I had cramps in my feet, restless leg syndrome. I had migraines, uh, which were so severe that I had to go to bed and turn off the light because the light hurt my eyes. So weaning off SSRIs is is pretty, maybe even dangerous. SSRIs are a complete scam. Never take these antidepressants. They do not work. They are not intended to work. They are the only thing that they can do for you is make you into a robot when your brain is so overwhelmed with serotonin. There's even a serotonin syndrome that happens when you take a MAO inhibitor, an MAO inhibitor, monoamino oxidase inhibitor, and an SSRI on top of that. Then you have uh, an too much serotonin in the blood, and then you shake like this. Your whole body shakes, and you feel like dying. So that's how wonderful our modern medicine is. They don't have a clue what they are talking about. They have often I go to doctors, and they are younger than I am, and they they are so blinded by um, by their um, they're just they're just blinded. They are being have been misled away from what a real doctor would do, what was in the 1950s and 60s and so. And now they are just they see they see being a doctor, they see that like going into finance, because they make a lot of money, these doctors, and they don't have a clue what they are talking about. They don't know anything about natural healing. They scoff at homeopathy, for example, but that stuff works. I didn't believe in homeopathy, and I was had nausea, very extreme nausea, and I took these homeopathic pills, Vuxnomica or Nux vomica, and it just went away 5 minutes, and it was gone. So explain that to me. When homeopathy doesn't work, that was not the placebo effect. That's impossible. Um, because I was so nauseous, I I nearly puked, and I took these homeopathic pills, and it went away basically within 5 minutes. So the modern medicine system, if you get into that system and 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 don't get out, um, then you're trapped in a system that's really that will destroy you. The modern medicine system is completely guided by the pharma industry, and that's just it's insane what these people prescribe. I had when I was like 25, I had 15 different medications to take for sleep, against um, uh, anxiety, um, then SSRIs, several of them, like 3 SSRIs at the same time, and it just made me like a robot, like I was controlled from the outside, and it's really frustrating. And if you're so young, if you're a young man, you just don't get it that this is a doctor. We're living in the 21st century. They must know what they're talking about, and they must be able to help me. But they can't. They cannot help me or help anybody with certain problems. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk. And I thank you for listening, and I wish you a good night.